Hi, it's Rachel back again. I've been going on a little bit from where I left off yesterday. And so what I did was, and I'll show how I did it after, was I opened the envelope and I just ripped it because I wanted the ripped look. I didn't want to cut it, and also because I go crooked. And I collaged all over the front of the envelope and then the back. So I kind of worked on it like that. I didn't go right to the center here because my thought with this one was I might get, now let me see what I can show my thought. Let me just grab a piece of paper. Any paper will do. I'll just grab a piece of plain cardstock because I don't use that very much, and just a minute. I've got things on top of my paper drawer and I can't get to the paper. Here we go. So I just grab a piece of this. I just need to bring this over a little bit more. That's better. And I'll just grab a piece. Maybe I'll use a... Who's jiggling? Oh, I heard this jiggling. You know who it is. It's Lulu.
I did the other jumper with highlighter, so I had to change it.
She changed her jumper because she dirtied it with highlighter. Well, that does not sound good. I heard this jingling. She's put on her Griswold kind of ugly Christmas jumper that Sarah bought her. That's what it was. I thought there was someone in the house. So just say you're making like a page, doesn't have to be cardstock, in your journal like this. Let me just put this down a bit further. Okay, that's better. Sorry, guys. So just say this is going to be in my signature, this piece of paper here. And I thought, before putting them into your signature, so this is obviously big because it's probably going to go into a big book. What I was thinking you could do was, and I'm sure it's been done before. I haven't actually watched anything. It just popped into my head when I was looking at these things, but I'm sure it's been done before. Stitch here and stitch here, and then you've got a pocket. And then on the other side, it's going to be like that. So stitch there and there, and then you've got the window as well. So then you can have a photograph in there, or just a seckie, let me see how this works. You could have a little tag in there. Now, why can't you see me today? I had it all good yesterday. Let me see. Just don't tip over on me, will you? Okay. So maybe I need to move closer. So you can have something, you can slide something in there as well, or you can see the pretty thing, paper under there, or you might have a postcard in there, whatever, but you've got a nice pocket. So that's why I didn't go right to the center, because when you get it in with all of the other pages in your signature, you won't be able to see that little white bit there. So I thought that was really cool. They could also, you could collage that side as well. It will become very thick. It's already quite thick. You could also collage these and cut them, like do a Jessica paper with them, a Jessica wrap paper, and then cut them up into tags. So you can see this one had two windows. I covered that one window there and not that one. The other option with this is you would obviously glue something down there. So for example, not this because it doesn't really go as a style, but you would glue a paper under there so that you have something pretty when you take all the things out that's in your envelope. But you could stitch down the two sides as well and then make it become a sort of flippy out pocket. You could do all kinds of things. Someone asked me that today. I haven't answered any of my comments yet. You can attach it in your journal with sticky tape. I would do sticky tape. If you put something pretty here, I would put a sticky tape because it's clear, and you can put sticky tape here, and then you could put a washi tape there if you wanted to, and it can be a flip sort of thing. You can put it towards the center of the book, to the edge of the page, and it can also be like a pocket again. It could become a top-loading pocket. There's so many possibilities with these. Obviously, if you decorate both sides, you're not going to glue it down to the page because then you can't see that side. But this one that I opened, I thought I will stitch it to another page. like I showed you before here. So I'm going to stitch it to whatever page when I decide, when I start making my journals, that'll be stitched down. I might cut the semicircle out there so you can see it's a tuck spot, and I'll stitch it that side as well, so you can see the pretty paper underneath here, and then and you've got a nice tuck spot. So that's that one. And then I did another one, and the idea with this one was the same. However, I wasn't thinking, bit of a ding dong, and I decorated under here. Not that it really matters, because this one or two would be, in theory, on your page, like this one here. So you can't see that, so that was silly of me. But so I decided that this one I will stitch down the sides here and return it to being a floating sort of pocket. I've still got to sew around this image. I glued this, one of my printables here. That's one of my printables. That's one of the labels. I'm probably going to put it into my shop soon. And I just need to stitch around this image. I wanted to do a little bit of stitching on this one, and then I'll stitch it closed, and then I might cut the semicircle out so you can see that it's a pocket. And I've done a few tags. I've been, you know, I told you I was gluing on this book page here, and sometimes I throw them out, but sometimes I keep them. So I often fold them in half, and then I tore a strip off to make it more proportional sort of size. So I did some collaging here. That's one of my doilies, and then I just put, I think that's the right way, just a little bit of a collage of papers on the back, and I still have to stitch around that one and put something on the top. Here I used one of Sarah from the Mushroom Market's collagey sort of things, but with one of my images on the top that I like. I used some Stamperia rice paper behind. It's kind of transparent, so you can see a little bit, I don't know if you can see it on screen, the writing of the book page behind. And then I just collaged some cartapaglia on the back, straw paper, and my sister's printable lace. Sister Sarah, we'll call them Sister Sarah's printables. Anything from my sister, I'll call it Sister Sarah, as opposed to Sarah from the Mushroom Market. Now, poor Sarah from the Mushroom Market was inundated with questions. Was she my sister? No, she's not. She's not my sister. She's just someone I came across when she only had 52 followers a while back, that I was going to say Etsy, that YouTube had recommended, and I watched and I really liked her, and then I mentioned her on my channel, and now she's doing very well because Gail has picked up on her and all kinds of people, and she has a really great style. So if you haven't seen Sarah from the Mushroom Market, pop over and see her work. Now this one I haven't done anything with, so I don't know why I'm showing you that. I was going to do that on screen, and I thought I did another tag. I had 3. Where's the other one gone? Here's some papers that I've, oh, here it is. So this was a public domain fabric. I think it was a jacket or something like that. A brocade sort of jacket from the 16 or 17, I think 1700s. This is a piece of paper that I bought in Florence with Sarah. It had all Leonardo da Vinci writing on it, cartapaglia. And then these are just pieces that doesn't really go actually. But anyway, I just had a bit of my brain emptied, and I didn't remember what I thought I hadn't even done anything on the other side. How dingy-lingy. I think my husband called me. That's what it is. That's my excuse. He distracted me. These are from Daphne's Diary from 2017. I did buy a whole lot and I never used them, so I thought I'm going to go through and tear out what I like and get rid of what I don't need, to be honest. And then this is one of my little labels. I thought that looked pretty there. So these all have to be stitched around and have something put on the top, and I haven't decided whether I'm going to make them taggy like or not, or more journaling card like. And so let's get started. So let me show you how I did one of these. I do have some where I've sort of decided what I want to collage on them. We'll do those after. I'll try and do one from scratch. I'll probably have a mental blank while we're here. So I got my ruler here. Can you see my ruler? No. Oh, there it is. There it is. I'm really not with it with the camera today. So I just tore it with the ruler. And I highly recommend using a nice sharpish metal ruler rather than, and not the rounded edge, of course, because I did that in the other one and I stuffed it up. Okay, and then just get it out there so it's nice and rough, like it rough. Okay, so just tear that. So you can see these are all the envelopes that came yesterday, and I can't tell you how many I prepared over there. Okay, so let's start. So what I started with really was just maybe, this is this lovely little old book here. I might put a little bit of that gives you a bit of coverage. Put that there. And then I think I've got a few scripty sort of things printed out here, so maybe I'll grab one of those. Oh, I like this. That's nice. That could maybe go there. So I just start pulling out a few things. Oh, I like that. I haven't used that. How did that get in there? Forgot about that one. These are one of my old letters that I've got. I love the writing on there, but that's just, I just printed that on white paper. You could decide to cover over the windows if you want to. This is nice. Oh, I like this. That's the cover of a Cavalleria Rusticana. Don't know what that is. Maybe it was like a play. Oh, melodrama in one act. So it's a play. So maybe I'll tear up some of that. Yes, I think I will. I need to do some more printing of those sorts of things because that kind of, I don't know what I'm doing. But anyway, I just start with one. Let's just start gluing down one thing and then see how we go. Now, I think I need to sort of come over here a bit closer because I don't seem to be able to get myself into camera, do I? Maybe I need to fold it down. Technical issues today. Okay, so I'll go around the edge here, and then I think I'll move off the paper to glue in the center. Okay, because otherwise it sticks to the paper, because as I told you, this glue is very mushy. I was having a bit of a laugh with my husband before because I don't know, we were talking about, so we've both got this, it's called a Partita IVA, it's a business number, and it's a fairly similar one. We have similar rules and regulations that guide us, and fiscally. And so our friend is an accountant. It's very complex here in Italy, so he looks after us. I'm his only client that sells on the internet, so it's all a learning curve for him. And so the laws have changed a little bit with the newish sort of government, the coalition. And so my husband was saying, he was wondering, they have this thing called a electronical invoice. And I said, I don't think I have to do that because I sell on the internet and I don't give invoices. I like that. I don't have to produce an invoice. And and he said, oh, I think I do, because he has to invoice his office. And so I said, oh, well, you better get informed. This is a very long-winded story to tell you, not very much. I said, you better get informed. And he said, oh, yes, I'll have to ring Daniele, that's our accountant, and we'll have to go out and have a drink and talk about it. And I said, oh, yeah. I was just teasing him that, oh yeah, that's always the excuse for you boys to go out, because they're good friends as well, for you boys to go out and have a drinky poo-poos. And so he said, well, that's how he rolls, you know. We have to go out and have a drink to talk about, you know, all my fiscal stuff. And I'm like, well, he doesn't ring me and invite me out for a drink, so what's with that? And so he was just having a good old laugh, and I said, well, that's a bit rich, you men, typical men. I like that. See, it's good to chat, then you don't think about it and things just happen. So, yeah, I think I might have to say something to Daniela. Where's my drinky poo-poo when you have to tell me stuff? Actually, he gets his office girls to tell me the stuff, so I didn't even have the opportunity to go out. Normally we go out for dinner with the wives and that sort of thing, but the boys do like to go out and play sometimes. That's just how it is. I'm sure it's the same world over, that they love to go out and have their drinks. So what am I like that. I have a little hole here and a hole here. So what can I do there? I think I could just put another piece. For good measure, why don't I just put a piece of book page? That might work. I'll glue that down there. I'm feeling out of breath. Maybe I'm not breathing. That might be it. Might help if I take a pause and breathe every so often. That will help with the out of breath feeling. I really do hope I'm on screen because it's a bit of a disaster today. I don't know. I think I must have turned there's one direction if I turn my iPad. I'm a bit of a ning-nong with these things, you know. You might have realised. I have to put my hand under. I see the camera's over there. I have to put my hand under to remind myself where the camera is. I just can't remember that all by myself. I think my sister Sarah just rolls her eyes because I'm a bit of a goose. Right. Oh, I'm having a hot flush as well. It's warm today. It's meant to get. They keep telling us we're going to be having a big freeze. They've been telling us for weeks, and my nephew Jamie was really hoping with all these warnings of this big freeze that was coming, that it might snow again, because he did have one day that he got to go up and play in the snow, and nothing's happened. They keep saying about this big freeze, and instead it's gone up to like 9 degrees, which, I mean, if you're in Aussie, you'd be saying, oh God, that's cold. But here, we're used to being around between -1, -2, and 0. Oh, no, not 0, sorry. During the day, it could be 4, up to 4. So when it goes up to 7 or 8, you think it's hot. In fact, I'm feeling really hot. Yesterday was really bizarre. I think it got up to 17 degrees Celsius, which is really hot. That's like Sydney winter. But they're saying the big freeze is coming. They keep insisting, so it must arrive sometime. They just keep postponing it. I think they also warn us a lot, because one year we all got stuck in the snow. We got stuck in the snow for about 5 hours on a fairly large road, and people actually had to sleep in their cars on the autostrada because they didn't know and they weren't prepared and they got caught. And so and the sort of the official sites that warn you about that sort of thing, they got into a lot of trouble because they didn't warn anybody about it. Just see, this page is really sticky now, and so when it starts to annoy me because it's too sticky, I'm just going to fold it in half and I'll tear off this amount, and that can be used for making tags. So I think it's kind of a good option for gluing because you get to recycle it as well. So I'm going to put that there. That's from a Daphne's diary. Okay, so I've kind of covered all the white on that page, or most of it. I'm not going to worry about it too much because, you know, this is white and that's not old, that's not old. That's a photocopy of an old book cover that I had, and those are old. So, you know, you've got new and old there. I don't think it really matters about these. And these white bits are kind of rough, so I like that. Right, now this part is the more fiddly part because of the windows. I'm not going to keep that window up there. I'm going to only keep this one. And so now I need to think about what do I want to put in there, and I think I would like some music paper. So let me see in here. I have so many packets of scraps. Like, this was my little folder that I was using. I still haven't finished working, of course, on my Australian, I like that, on my Australian journal. These were things that I was using in there. And so it's in this, and then I kept them all together in here, but really they're things that I can use for anything. So then they've just stayed in there and I forget about them. Oh, they're all look at all these things. Oh, this is good. This is good to use. I didn't know where that was. I lost it. And then what else to have? Oh, that's some Florentine paper. That's some, I think, oh no, in Venice they gave us something wrapped up in that. Oh, look at all these book pages I've torn out of something. Or I made a journal before Christmas and I'd put too many pages and I took them all out. So they're all good. See, I found all these good things to use. That's just, no, they're Christmas papers. Don't want those. Okay, and that's that. I don't think I want to use those. Those are the Stamperia rice papers. So put those over there. Might put them down in my rubbish bin. And now I could possibly find something here that I might like to use on this envelope. I love that, but that needs to go on that side. Here's an envelope to alter. There's one to alter. That's a yellowy sort of one. I could use a bit of writing, but I like to put those in my journals, so I'll keep that. And here's some book pages. Perfect. I want that one. No, let's find one. Or maybe I'll use that other page. That's Christmas. See, I've torn these out of my, I think these were ones I tore out of my journal because I had too much in it. Way too much in it. Okay, so I could use a bit of that. I could put that there, but you can see, I don't want to see the window underneath. I do like that. I'll use a bit. Let's just tear it. I'm into tearing things and seeing when I've torn it how I feel about it. I don't want to cover that one. So what I'm doing basically is going just up to the edge here with the rough edge. Kind of breaks up that straight look. But what I need is some other, I like that. That's really nice. So what I can do is, if I can't tear straight, so I just get this, my ruler. I'll move you over so you can see. Now this is a little bit difficult to tear like that because it's only a small bit, but I'll try my best. If I go wobbly, I just snip off the jagged sort of bits. Okay, that's that one. And then I need to, I'd like to keep that bit there. So that will go there. I think I'm going to have it go right across. I'm not too concerned. And where's my pencil? Pencil, where are you? Don't know. Pencil. There's something under there. There's scissors. Oh my goodness. There it is. Found it. So let's knock the iPad over first things first. Now, why won't it stand up? What is your problem? Oh, just, you can't go like that, crooked like that, silly iPad. Okay, right. So what I'm going to do here is, I think I sound a bit like a lunatic today. I'm going to go like that and just mark that there. And first I'm going to tear right across. There goes the iPad again. I think I've got the tripod feet too far, like they're too close together. So it doesn't want to stand up. That's okay. Right. Oh, got to hold the ruler properly. Tear that. So you get a little jagged edge, but not too much. And then I'm going to tear this and cross my fingers that it's the right size. Just line up these lines here in the hope that it's kind of straight. You can probably see if it's straight or not. Tear that off. And does it fit? Please fit. Yes, it's good. That's good. Okay, so I'm going to glue that. That's perfect. I'm thinking I might like that there. I might not. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Put that there, turn it around there, take it off the book page, glue in the center. Okay, so here we go. That's good. I like that. I just need to slide it over there a little bit more. It won't slide. That's okay. I'll get over it. Right, now there's my wet one. I just got sticky fingers. Get rid of that. Okay, my next thing I want to do is cover up this section, and I need to find something that I think will go. And then I'll put something down there, and then you've got to put a strip across there. That's the only annoying thing about having windows. So I think this could work here. That's upside down. Put that there, I think. So I'm actually going to glue all of it and just fold it over so I don't have to worry about it. It's actually a little bit too long. Just trim it off. If I've left enough to fold over, that is, because I did cut a bit more off than I thought I would. Silly gluggy glue, it's really annoying. Put that there. Yep, got plenty, and fold it over. Now I'm going to be stitching down the sides, so I'm not worried about that popping up or anything like that. Okay, next, what shall we put? I had pulled out this paper, but I think I've got too much brown going, although I do quite like it. I've got too much brown going on, so I'm going to go back here and see if I might like, if it's long enough. Knowing my luck, it's not. It is. I might like one of these, and I do. I like it. I'm going to put one of those, that one, or that's it, that one, that's it. Okay, so I need to put my pencil marking again. I think I might have this one just come up a little bit higher, and then here. So we'll tear this one off first. Lovely Italian paper. I got, even though I did buy it in Berrima in Australia. It is a lovely Italian paper bought in Australia. Okay, I've got that one. Right. And I'm not going to worry about that straight edge up there because, see, no measuring, just very random measuring. That's going to be great. I like that. What was I saying? Oh no, I didn't finish my sentence. Can't remember. Cannot remember. It's gone totally out of my head. I was going to say something. I think it was important. Anyway, doesn't matter. Then I wanted to see, now of course you can add lace and things like that. You don't want it to be too bulky. If you're like me and you always put too many pages in your journals, you don't want your embellishments to be too bulky. If you're really like, there are lots of journal makers who know exactly how many pages to put in, and they then bulk them out with embellishments, then yes, you can put lace on. I need to find a piece for there, and I'm just going to pick up my beautiful box that my sister gave me. Now this box is covered in linen. I think it's a linen. I'm just putting all my current project things in. I have a lot of my sister's printables in there, and I'm just going to stand up and show you the lid. This was stamped with an old hand-carved wooden stamp. Sarah gave it to me for Christmas, so I really love it. I can't tell you all the things that fell down that lid was holding up when I took it away. I'll just bring this basket of scraps over as well. I might need those eventually. Okay, so let's have a look in the box. Let's look in here and see. I'm thinking possibly some of the trims in my trim printable are really perfect for that area. Pull those out, and some I've already cut. So I need to find the ones that I've already cut and see which works best. They're just blank pieces of paper that probably will tea dye those because they're kind of worthless. Poor things, shouldn't say that. Here we go, here's some good ones. Okay, so let's have a look. I'll just put that back down. Please don't fall off like you did the last time. Okay, so I really love this one, and I really feel like this one would work with the theme, but I have a feeling it's too narrow. I might need to print it wider. Okay, let's have a look. So I did tidy up my desk this morning because my friend came over to see me. I haven't seen her for ages. And it's in 2 shakes of a leg. It looks like a bomb hit again. See, I really like that. Is that going to work? That'll work. I would like that. I think I like that one. Why don't I try this one as well? This one's a bit wider. Now you could get those fancy edge scissors and cut down here, and you would get that nice little scalloping down the edge. And actually Lulu has a whole set of those. I could go and get them, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to cut it straight. But maybe for future crafting I might bring them in and use them. Now which one do I like best? Let me have a look through the camera. Sometimes it's good to look through the camera. So that's that one. Let's put it all into screen. That's that one. And that's the other one. Let me just see. I think I like that one the best. Let's have another look again. Sometimes I have to go to and fro a few times before I decide. That one. You're all probably screaming at me. I wish I could hear you. Or that one. No, I think I like that one. I think I'll go with that one. Okay. Right, so let me just measure it. And I am actually just going to cut that off. There, more or less. I can always trim it after. I can't do anything if I cut it too short, but I can trim it down if I leave it too long. So just glue it down there and here. Right. And put that one. So you're adding a nice touch of colour, variation and texture. There we go. Made a bit of a mess in the middle. That's good. And then I'm thinking I might like something else, is what I'm thinking. I do have these, but I don't think I'm going to put any of these on there. No. What was I thinking? I wanted to have a look at this. I want to cut this out. So this is, I don't think I've put this in printables yet, have I? It is vintage embroidery that didn't get embroidered. So you just have the markings where you're supposed to embroider it. I really like that. I thought it's a good spot to be able to write things. So I'm just going to cut that out and see if that will look nice anywhere. And no, it's not working for me. Of course it isn't. See, if I hadn't have put that there, it could have worked, but it doesn't work. Okay, so let's see what else I have flying around over here. I'm going to get the box over here again. I could put a bit of, I was going to say striped paper, lined paper. I do like that. Let's see what else. There's this, but I don't want to cover up. Oh, I like that though. I do like that. I'm covering up the book page. Could I put it like this? No, I like that. That's so pretty. Okay, that's it. That's going on there. It's done. Okay, so let me just put a marking there and a marking there and get my ruler and tear it, because we're all about the tearing, especially considering that I cut crooked.
I'm going to need to have a look. Only one page is all of this.
Oh, what are you studying? Your art history?
Yeah, I'm doing the maps. So I get
Your summaries?
yeah.
Yeah. Poor Lulu has a big art history test
Oh, but
tomorrow.
it's not as many pages as last time.
Oh,
This time it's 8 pages instead of 13.
oh, that's still a lot. And why didn't you? I've told Lulu a million times she needs to do her summaries before.
I've done summaries. See,
I'll get myself
the
into
other
trouble
things I've
saying
done summaries.
Oh, you
See?
did do a few.
That one.
Can I show?
Yeah.
So this is she's doing. I don't know.
No,
Is
that's
it?
not the right summary.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Here they are. Very neat summary
A
she's
bit
doing.
crooked.
Well, everybody writes crooked on a page that's not lined. Realism, the painter's workshop, sort of studio. I hope you're pulling out the most important bits and not writing too much.
Them.
Jean-Francois Millet. Good. Keep at it. Keep on with it.
I've still got 2 more pages.
2 more?
Yeah, like the summary of 2 more pages.
Oh, that's all right.
It
It's
took
not too
me
bad.
2 pages. Took forever to do 1 page.
Yeah, but you said there were 8 pages to do, so you've already done 6. Is that correct?
No, some of them I already got of the other ones.
Oh, okay.
So,
Right, so I'm off screen. I'm gluing this. Why was I on screen really well the other day, and today I don't seem to be able to get on screen? I really love it. I'm sorry, book page, I covered you up, but I really like that. And I have this little strip here that I could put there, or I could tear in half and have a little piece coming in there, or I could have it there, but I don't want to cover all of that up, or there in the middle. Don't know. Let me just, a good idea is also, if you're not sure, just close it so you can see. And I love that. That's super nice, that collage. Beautiful. And then this side, maybe I'll leave it like that and not put anything. I could look at some of my labels. I have bigger labels and smaller labels. Excuse me, got a bit of a tickle. I could cut that one out. And maybe even a mini label. These are minis. I quite like that one. Or, oh, that one I've already got. Sorry, I've got a bit of a tickle in my throat. That's annoying. Right now it had to come. I don't have a cough, so I don't know why I've got a tickle. Excuse me. I'm sure you all heard that. Well, that's nice. Oops. I think I need to bring those legs down. Nope. Let's cut this one. Let's see this one. Sure. I kind of feel like I need to break that up a little bit. No, I don't like that. I didn't mind that one there. Let me see. Or up there. I think I like it up there. I think I'll just put it up there. Up here. Up higher. Or down lower. Up higher. And then whoever gets this in their book can do whatever. If you feel like it needs to be broken up, you can. No, I think that is the up. No, that is. Okay. Now I'm sitting down, so I can't tell if that's straight. Yes, good job. That's very nice. So that's that side there, and that's the other side. Love it. That's another one done. And we'll get a bit of stitching on it. I think now, because that took me a long time, and I'm not getting a lot done in one video, and I'm used to getting more done in my videos. I'm just going to move these scrap bits away into this box, which is very useful. And I'm going to, I'll put that over there in the other scrap box. Too many scrap boxes. Don't want to lose anything. Just move these other way, and I'll work on some of these other ones that I've kind of betrayed you all, and I've already kind of thought about what I want to do with them. So this one here, but I haven't done the other side. This one I'm going to glue down one of my printables here. So this will be a very quick process. I'm going to glue this one down. So this is obviously going to become a journaling card, or yeah, more like a journaling card, I think. Glue that down there. I'm going to use my PVA for that, because that's, as I said, it's more robust, so it'll stick down better with the PVA. Oops, I glued everything. So that was going to go there. I better get my wet one and clean up. Okay. Just move that out of the way as well. Okay. Right. There we go. Just make sure it's all glued down, and then I was just going to glue this down here, because with the pink and the blue up there, I like a little piece of blue here, and I just might tear that white bit off a little bit, because it's quite broad. There we go. And I'll just use I'll just use this glue stick. Okay, so let me look at this now. What will I put on the other side? What would I like to see? I think I might make it so that you can write on it. So I'll just get my lined paper, put some of that on there. Yep. Put some lined paper and possibly some, let me see, oh, I like this. What about some of this? That. Put that up there. Now, why I would think flipping it over is going to make any difference, I don't know. I've also got this paper bag here. Be some paper bag. That and that somehow. Yes, that's it. Okay, so let's, gosh, I'm feeling hot. Might have to take my big woolly jumper off. Normally my house is freezing cold. So that just tells you how warm it is outside. It's a very grey day though, but no rain, which I find really boring. At least if it's going to be grey, give us some rain. All right, just flip that over. See, it's never ending, the amount of things that you can make. But I have, I've actually lost track, ladies. Quite a few people asked me to, when my sister left, if I could make some journals, and I've kind of lost track of who asked me what, when. So feel free, anyone, to contact me and tell me what you wanted. I'm going to go through my Etsy conversations and see if I can figure it out, but I might miss something. That's the problem. I like this. I want to put this somewhere, but I don't. It's, you know what it is. It's because it's all straight. what can I do? I could tear it, but let me see how I go tearing it. If I tear, my fingers are sticky. If I tear it too, I'm really hot. Sorry guys, I've got to take my jumper off. Oh, that's so much better. Ooh, jumper's gone. Good. Pull my sleeves up. It's like summer. There we go. So let me just try and tear it without removing too much. And see if I like it more. I might not. And I do like it more. You see, it was the straight edge that was bothering me. And I might just tear off that bit up there because that doesn't fit. And down it goes. Right. Thank you, Sarah, for your lovely printables. And Sarah, I know you're watching me, Sister Sarah. We're waiting for videos. Get a move on. You're on school holidays. I know you've got to do stuff with Jamie to get him ready for rowing camp, but we would love to see a video. Just putting it out there. Okay. Now, when this video is done, I'm going to get on to some orders. I did do some this morning, start working. I'm going to make 2 name pillows, and so that's that side. 2 name pillows, a growth chart, and I can't remember how many journals. Oh, and a Christmas stocking. I forgot about that. So I really need to get a move on. So that's that one done. Then I had this one here, and I was going to make that more like, I thought that would be a really pretty pocket. So I'm only going to decorate the front, and mostly what I'm trying to do here is also show a little bit of how I'm using the what are they called? Printables. So I've got to cut that there. I won't throw that bit out. Do you know why? Because that can be stitched on the top of a tag. That's really cute for on top of a tag. So how did I have this there? Oh, it's still too long. I thought I cut too much off. Cut a bit more off. There we go. I'm going to glue that there, and then that one. Simple and done. So thank you, Sarah, from the actually I need to put my glue upside down because it's only about a quarter full, and so it takes forever for the glue to come down. Sarah from the Mushroom Market for showing us how to do those little scrappy bits because they're really fun. I'm going to make some more of those. Actually, I've got a whole lot to stitch up. The only thing is, in most of the ones that I made, I haven't used them very much because I want to put it that way to get the nice scallop edge there. I haven't used them very much because I'm using a lot of book pages right now, and I made a lot of them with the book pages, and I kind of find like they disappear. So I need to make some more with, you know, sort of not pages that aren't written on. That way they'll show out more. Just blabbing on, making up things to say. No, that I wasn't making that up. That's the truth. Okay. Right. So just close that. Okay. And that's glued down. And that's a pocket. That's going to be a pocket. Just cleaning my fingers. Dry them on my pants as you do. And I might stitch over that a little bit when it's dry because there's a few bits that are popping up that probably should be stitched down a little bit. So that's one. That's done. That's a pocket. Haven't made any pockets for a while. Okay, so here I've got another one of those envelopes, and this one, okay, I've kind of clipped it all there to do. So my first thing I need to glue down is this. So I know it's a bit unfair that I kind of planned them before, but I wanted to get a whole lot of done and show different examples. So let's just glue this down first. Actually, no, I think I'll just put them aside in the order that I had them, like that, because I need to put that one down first. Right. And that goes up here. Okay, good. So let me get this and glue this down first. So SGR here is the gas company. So that's lovely. We've got a gas bill to pay. Okay, covering up the gas envelope. We don't like you, gas. Okay. Thankfully in Italy, I mean, people whinge that it's expensive. It's not as expensive as Australia, so I think there's not much to whinge about. Right. That's that. Okay, that's that one. And then I had to glue down this one. And I'm going to glue it here, like that. Okay, so let's get some glue. No, actually I might. No, I'm going to glue this one first and then I'll tear it when it's dry. I have to, that's got too much glue in it. I'm nearly running out of this little book. I have to get another one. Okay. So this is the side that I'm gluing. Really don't like the way this glue, big chunks of it come off. I know I press too hard, but you know, when you're in a hurry, you press hard. Okay. That's that. That's glued. Oh dear. Well, I don't need that anyway. Okay. Let me get my ruler. Okay. I can glue this one down. That one was meant to go like, I think like that. Doesn't matter if it's upside down because it doesn't really have a direction. Okay, and then I had to glue down this one. Right, there we go. And then this one here. So this is really a gluing session, isn't it? And that goes across there. So this label that I'm going to put on here is very beautiful, and that is in my nut pack number 6. I love that. I do like that. I feel like, kind of feel like it might need something else. What does everybody think? Now I'm getting cold, just so you know. Okay, and I think that is the up that way because it's got a ship in the center. Now does it need something else? Just a little splash of colour or something down here I feel it needs. There, I don't mind that. Little something something. This wet one's getting very gluey. I can feel my hands getting sticky just rubbing, cleaning it with the, ooh, no, it's kind of gross. I feel all oily. Blech. Okay, what could I put there? I don't mind that. Maybe over that side. No, I liked it more on that side. Or do I need something more significant? I don't think I want any of these. That kind of blends in too much. I'll just bring it over here so you can see me flip through. Those aren't stitched yet. Ignore those. That's a little one note. That's not going to work. Let's just pull some out. I don't think I want any of these. I don't mind that, but I think it'll make it too bulky because it's going in, it will go in a journal. So I think it will be too bulky with one of those. Doesn't really need it. It just needs something though. It needs something. Now where are my little doilies? They're here. So let's have a look here. I don't need a label, but I could use a little doily. That's got, no, that's not the right colours. Those, no. Let me see. None of those. Here we go. Let's have a look at these. And I didn't, these are printed on just regular paper. So they're not as high definition as the ones printed on the high quality paper. That's what I'm trying to say. But they're not too bad, and they're not very thick, which is a good thing. Okay. This is nearly an hour. I'm not being very prolific at all lately. Very slow. Normally I do much more. Although these are quite, they take quite a bit of effort, in my opinion, these envelopes. Covering them up, knowing what you want to do, because you have to deal with windows and that sort of stuff. It's not so straightforward. I kind of like that there. And I like it kind of in the middle. I would just like to look at this one with a splash of red. So you just have to bear with me while I cut it. Of course, if I had, I don't think I've got any more lace, you know, printable lace cut up. I think I used it yesterday. So that could be quite nice as well. Okay. I think I like the one with the splash of red. And what I'll do is I'll glue it there, and then I'll trim off the excess. What a good idea. So let's get the glue. Wrong one. I was about to put the glue on the wrong one. Okay. There we go. Okay. Need to get another wet one. Oh, we're nearly an hour. Not much to show for it. Okay, so I've trimmed off the excess, and that's that one, and I like that. Now this one is going to be, I think I'm going to stitch this one down or glue it onto a page, and it's going to be a side loading pocket. That's what I think that one's going to be. I could decide and decorate that side, but I don't think I will. It's going to be a side loading pocket. Oh, the other thing I need to do is slip some paper in there, and it's just coming to me to slip in maybe some brown paper. Could be nice. So let me see what it looks like. No, brown paper is boring. What would I like? I need something. That's cardstock. No. So I like just some script. Let me see what, just to see what it looks like. I don't mind that. I think I might just put a little bit of script in there. So I'll just tear it off here. see how that fits in there. It's too big. Just tear it off a little bit down here. And here. Right, I'm going to glue that. Now I'll have to go off this page here because it's got too much glue on it, and that's very fragile, that paper. It's incredibly old, and I can, if I glue it on a already sticky surface, it'll just tear. So I'll just glue it on a fresh surface, and I'll go round the edges first and then in the center. Very fragile. Okay, and I'm going to slip that in there. Doing it this way is not easy. It's much easier when they're open. Okay. Get the glue off my fingers, and I like that. Hope it doesn't stick together because there's a bit of glue. So that's that one. And that's going to be a pocket for a journal. Talking about all these journals, I haven't made them yet. This was going to be another pocket. So you don't need to see me glue that down. I think I'll just show you what I was going to do. I might do this one. This one I really like. This has got one of the labels and my printable lace trim from pack 6. So let's glue these down because this one's really pretty. I like it. I've just used this book here to make the tag, and then I'm just going to glue down first the lace, and I'm not going to go over because the lace is on printed on, you know, like a white sort of paper, so you don't want to have the white overhanging. I'm just going to glue that down like so, and then I'm just going to, I might fold that over actually. I'm going to stitch around it anyway. That can fold over. It's perfect. Just run down the side with my thumb, and then I want to put this one here, and I want that one to overhang a little bit, and I'm going to use my PVA for that, but I won't go right to the exact edge on the sides. I'll stay in a few millimeters. So that's that one. I might do like a part 2 tomorrow, do a little bit more, and I'll do some stitching off screen because it's just noisy. You don't need to see me stitch, and then I'll show you like a summary of what I made. So that's that one, and I love that. See, that's one without the book page is kind of in the middle, so it doesn't disappear into its book page base tag, if you know what I mean. And then this I love, and I'm just going to put that right in the center. And I'm just going to use some glue stick. That's going right in the center. And I thought this is quite a wide tag, so I think I might leave, I don't want to cover all of that up. I might leave the back of it with the script because this could fit a photograph on it if someone wanted to. Or otherwise you can do a bit of collaging and make it so you can write on there. So I like that one. Put that one aside. And then what else did I have? Oh, that's something else. I'll show you that in a second. What's this one? Oh, this one's going to have the lace trim down the side. You might do that one as well. I'll just trim off. I think I need to trim off that bit there. Let's see. Yep. So put the glue on here. It's getting a bit gluey. They become very gluey very quickly. Okay, glue that on. And I'm going to put it right to the edge because I'll trim off that excess there. Oh, it's very sticky. Icky sticky. Okay, so I'll just trim that off. It's going to stick to my scissors because there's glue there. Oh no, it didn't. It's going to stick to the table. Here we go. Okay, and then I'm just going to put. I'm going to put that there. Oh, I kind of put it round the wrong way, I think. Doesn't matter. I'll put that there. So that's that one done. And I need to use my PVA. Because I did want to use these embellishments a little bit that I had made inspired by Sarah from the Mushroom Market, who is not, I repeat, not my sister. I think that's too funny. I did, right, when I heard Sarah from the Mushroom Market specify that she was not my sister, it was just so funny. I had to write to her and I said, I guess I should welcome you to the family. It's quite funny. Okay. There we go. So that's that one. I don't know if I want to put anything on the back. It's another nice big tag for putting a photograph on. It will get something up the top. We'll see about that later. Now, I like this. This one I'm excited. And I did ask, this is my husband. So basically my husband has a guitar. He plays the electric guitar. And so he does change his strings quite a lot. And I said, oh, that's quite a cute little envelope, Steffi. Can you keep me the things? And of course he's forgotten. And I've only got one. So I'm going to remind him when he comes home he needs to save those for me. This is my printable from pack 6. And I've cut it up into pieces because I used it here and there on other things. So what I did was I'm going to glue that onto the flap there. I'll do that right now. And this page is too sticky. No wonder I go through the book so quickly. So just put that over there. Let's glue this one down. I might stitch around. Oh, yeah, I think I might stitch around. I'll definitely stitch around the flap and I might stitch around the 3 sides here so it's more secure. So that's that, and you could write on there. And then I really liked this pretty embroidery. Actually, I'll just trim that off. It's the same shape as the flap. I really like that little label on there as well. So I'll glue this down, and I'm just going to ignore that curve. Although I'm not actually. I will cut that out when it's dry. So let's just get some. Actually, I don't even want to glue that bit there because it'll close the pocket, won't it? So that's the only annoying thing, is that they are curved and it needs to come down a bit. I need to trim it off a bit. I'll just put it there. I don't want it to close. So I'm not going to press down too hard until it's dry, and then I'm just going to trim off the excess here. I hope I'm on screen, doing it all off screen. There and there. I'm not going to decorate this other side because I'm going to stick it down as a tuck spot. Oh, the paper's, look, it's stuck to my finger. I'm trying to shake it off. Right. Okay, and then I really liked that there. Just let me double check when I fold this down a little bit lower. Okay, so let's get some glue on there. And just put that there like so. Now, is that straight before I press it down? Just slide it down a teeny tiny bit. Okay. That's that one, and I really like that. And I just stick my finger in there and I'll trim that down after. So that's really cute. That's going to be a tuck spot somewhere. I'll just stand that one up so it doesn't, don't put anything on it. Oh, I'm not going to do this one on screen. I'll just show you how I wanted to do it. This one's going to be another pockety sort of thing. I'm going to put this trim here, that trim there. I really like the colours. Little bit of script over here. That was a printable. I can't remember. Was it TLC Creates? I think maybe she had a washi sort of trim. And then I'm going to put that lovely label there. It's actually going to be that way. And I'll put something in there. I might put a blue and white or something. And I haven't decided whether I'm going to decorate the other side of that one. So I'll do that off screen. And then here's another one. Here's another bit of this beautiful embroidery. That's going to go there. Some script, my trim there, and this brocade here, and then another piece of the embroidery. And again, I haven't decided to decorate that one.
That's
so
nice.
I think that's it. Oh, and these ones I need to, oh, here's another one. Oh, this one's super cute. This one, I'm going to put this beautiful old 1800s trim here with the gold thread in it. This lovely Sarah from the Mushroom Market style scrappy thing with my little bunny stitched on. And I think I might put that there for a splash of colour. And I might, how do I say it? I might repeat. What's the word?
Make other copies?
No. Pick up that bit of colour up here with the trim. I'll see.
Match it.
Unless I decide to put a lace. I can also envision a lace there. That's that one. You saw those. Those are old ones. Oh, that one is the one I did yesterday. I have to still stitch it. And that's the envelope I did yesterday. I love it.
Oh, that's very nice.
Love it. But that's done on both sides. Oh, it's really nice. I really like that. I hadn't looked at it since yesterday. Really like it.
Nice.
Yeah, thanks, Lulu. So that's it. So I'll just recap very quickly what's been done in this video. I've done this envelope here, this one, and I haven't decorated the other side because I thought this one could be stitched onto a page. Oh, you can see that. Well, that's annoying. Oh, well.
What can you see?
That ugly bit there.
Oh.
Doesn't matter. So ideally, maybe you should rip them open and then glue something there, but then they become really thick. I don't know. I think I'll just leave that. Or you could run a bit of washi tape along the edge there where you can see the grey. So that one was done. I love this one.
Ooh.
This one is totally open. This one I was going to attach to a page. Look at that. How cool is that?
Nice.
Really like that one. That one might be my favourite. Then what else did I do? Oh, I thought I did a bit more than that. Come on. That's a really slack video. Okay, I did these little tags that have to be finished. So tomorrow I'll show you everything finished, and I don't know if I'll do a bit more. There's that one. I really like that. And then this one here, and that's the other side. Lovely. I love the colours. And then I did this envelope here as well. And then I did decorate those there, so I have to decide whether I'm going to stitch it shut or attach it to a page. And then I did a few envelopes. Here's another one. Really like that one. That's my second favourite. And that one, no, I didn't decorate there because I'm going to stitch that to a book page as well. I've got some big books that I'm going to be altering, and I think a couple of clients would like those, so I need to get onto those. And then I finished up this one, kind of, that one there, and then this one, this lovely little Gibson string holder. I think that's a really cute little pocket. Actually, I probably should put something here, guys. I'll do that after. I'll put something there too, because otherwise you can see that there. And then I did this one. I really like this one. I ummed and ahed a bit, but I really like it. It's very thick. They're very sticky at the moment, so that's why I'm not going to sew them. And then I've got a few others to finish. So that is my video today. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope everybody is well, and I will be back soon. Bye.